Yo, man, you are distracted. You are distracting yourself with pleasures. You are distracting yourself with pleasures and living in a fake world and living in a fake reality you are creating to yourself, where you think that you are happy and you are fulfilled. You have sexual urges, therefore you are watching porn. You have social cravings, therefore you are scrolling social media and texting with your friends. You're hungry or you're feeling lonely and you're eating junk food. And the list goes by, and the list goes by, and the list goes by. And so, what we have to understand is that we are created this pleasure culture. In 2021, this is normal. This is normal to watch porn. This is normal to watch porn, but it is not normal to go up to a girl. It is normal to text someone, but it is not normal to go up to someone or call someone on the phone. It is normal to complain about something, but not to just go ahead and build your business eventually. It is good to complain about you being fat and accepting each other being fat, etc. But it is not good to actually go ahead and do the hard work and to say to someone that, man, you are fat, you have to lose weight because you are endangered with heart attack, shitty mood, etc, etc, etc. So guys, I had a founding this year. So for me, NoFap was only the tip of the iceberg. So what happens in NoFap? NoFap, and I've done monk mode, guys, like zero, like 000, like not fapping, not porn, like not even like not even watching a woman, like sometimes where I done it like so freaking hard on semen retention some days that I saw like a beautiful girl on the street and I even like turned my head, like this was my level. I know it sounds a little bit too much, but this was my level. So I did like super monk mode, like the most monk mode I could imagine. And so with NoFap, what happens is you have sexual urges and you are used to basically fulfill your sexual urges, fulfill your sexual needs by eventually going ahead and just turning on some porn and just jerking off. But man, doing it for 90 days, semen retention, NoFap, monk mode, super hard mode. What happens? You have to face yourself. Because now you have all this excess amount of energy, all this excess amount of sexual energy, and not only that, but now if you're feeling shitty, if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling like it would be nice to bust a nut, then you cannot do this. And by restricting yourself from this pleasure, you are putting yourself into a place where you have to face yourself. When you have to face yourself. You understand me? Because when you cannot just run away from yourself, when you just cannot run away from your sexual desires and all this temptation in your body, then you have to face it and you have to be like, wait a minute, like I have to do something with this because this is the hardest. This is the strongest creative force in the universe, man. Like you start doing all of this crazy sort of shit, man. Like you start a YouTube channel, you start a business, you start writing, you read, you just produce, and you do so much like a freaking 20 member company. You understand me? Like this is how I feel some days. I'm doing so much as like a 20 member startup or some shit like that, because I'm just like a machine. I'm just like producing all day long. And so this is just one thing, but I went further down the road. So I also did quit alcohol. Did I had a shitty week? Do I feel a bit, stressed? I do not go out and drink. I do not do that. I face myself. Okay, wait a minute, motherfucker. I'm feeling a bit bad, or I'm feeling a bit socially anxious. Like, this is the thing. I'm facing myself. I'm facing my emotions. I'm facing my sensations. I'm facing the actual reality of it. You know, I would like to drink because, you know, this is what everyone does, and it would loosen me up and I would just have a great time. No, I do not allow it to myself. Again, I do not buy into this pleasure. I do not buy into this random pleasure. Another thing, I have cravings, you know, to have a great sensation at the end of the night and just turn on a movie and just eat some junk food and just, you know, eat some nice sugary shit, you know, just to feel good. No, I do not do that either. I did quit sugar, I did quit junk food. I only eat super healthy organic food. I do not drink bullshit. Again, why? To face myself, to quit sugar, to quit another pleasure. I went for so long that I again, another thing which is also pleasureful. I do not engage into gossiping, and I do not engage into bullshit conversation. I do not engage into bullshit conversations, because also gossiping and talking shit about someone or the government and just blaming someone is also good. It's like pleasureful, man. Like, it's good because now you can blame someone else. And so going further and further and further down the road, I only found I did quit all of the earthly pleasures. I also did quit social interactions for a while. I did quit social media. I did quit. I didn't meet with people who are not 100% aligned with my purpose. It meant that I was lonely for weeks, and sometimes I had like a super tough month to even 2 months. So, but at the darkness, you do not have another place. You just simply do not have a place to hide. You understand me? If you're quitting all the pleasures, if you're quitting all these mechanisms you are creating to yourself to basically not face yourself and not to take responsibility for yourself, then what happens is you do not have another choice but to face yourself. And so guess what? I came out at the other end with a super healthy body, for example. I came out at the other hand with a business that is making me 10 grand a month now. I came out at the other end by understanding myself. And this is the most important thing. Now I understand myself. I'm honest with myself, you know. I'm honest with myself, and I'm having super honest conversations with myself, you know. Because again, I'm not chasing the validation of someone. I'm not going out and drinking and just not talking about my problems. I face my shit, man. If I have sexual urges, I just go out and find the girl, or I'm looking to find the real human interactions, real human sexual interaction. And in doing so, I truly realize and truly recognize that, wait a minute, motherfuckers, like, we are just dumping ourselves. And I'm just looking around, and I had to go to a mall one day, and I, you know, just had to fix my internet. It was like bullshit. So I just went there, and I was like, man, like, this is 4:00 p.m. And what the fuck are you doing here? You're just going around, and you saying that you're enjoying life, and you're just going there and just buying shit that you do not necessarily like. You're using your creative energies and creative forces to make decisions which are bullshit. For example, like what kind of shoe to choose, what kind of, you know, color of this shirt should be, and you're just wasting all of your life energies with sorts of stuff like this, you know. The other thing is, like, instead of going out and, you know, enjoying a great night, I'm not saying that alcohol is bad, but I had to completely quit it to understand that most of the people are drinking because they are, you know, they are socially anxious, and they are just simply not, they're just simply not taking the social risk sometimes to just talk with someone. They're just not able to loosen up by themselves. Because again, why? Because they're not able to face themselves. And again, this was the only principle that helped me to build up my business up to this level. When I'm like, I do whatever I want because I'm making enough money to live in New York, London. Man, like at this point, I'm 23. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I definitely not saying it to brag. But the point that led me here is that, man, I had to face myself. Like I had to face myself that I'm lazy, I'm unorganized, I'm not disciplined enough, I'm having bullshit beliefs about myself, I'm having problem with my self-worth. And all of these things can happen at a place, at the darkest freaking place, where you do not have anywhere to go. So you have to face yourself. And this is the greatest gift you can find in the end of NoFap. And this is why I'm encouraging you to do something which is hard, man. Because, man, now I understood that I'm not living for these pleasures. Now I found joy in my life. Man, I'm so super joyous after a great conversation. I'm so super joyous after 1.5 hours of working out and pushing the shit out of myself and just pushing my limits. I'm so super joyous when I've been able to read for 1.5 hours and just, write my ideas and just finding out stuff, how the shit works in real world, and all this science and philosophy and all this stuff. And like eating healthy and having great conversations and making money. This feels so good. This is joy for me. And I will not ever change this joy, this inner joy, up to something else, which is like, just eat some shitty food. I'm so joyous that I'm not eating sugar. I'm just so joyous that I'm eating great. I'm eating healthy. All of these things, you have to understand this, man. Like, you have to face yourself and just do not give in to this pleasure culture and just consuming and, hiding behind pleasures. Guys, man, take the journey and do the hard stuff and face yourself. Some days it's dark. It's so dark, then man, you cannot even see the end of the tunnel. But man, that means that you're up to something. So keep up, man, keep up, and do something that is hard every single day. This is